What's up, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Duran Duran, and we're going back to their 1993 self-titled album again, though we're going to a bonus track once more. So wanted to give a shout out to Izzy, sent me the bonus material from the wedding album. And again, shout out to all the people who've either sent me material directly through email or links to drives that have a number of Duran's material and some other groups. So again, shout out to Philip and Izzy and Eli and Seb and I think a few other people as well. So big ups to you all. I really do appreciate it. I do think this particular bonus material was sent to me by Izzy, so shout out to you. But yeah, we're going to listen to the acoustic version of Ordinary World. Now, it's a tune I've reacted to twice. If you go back and see, the second version was the studio version, which I think it has a longer intro, whereas the first time I reacted to it was from the Greatest album, which I think is like the single edit. But more importantly, the second time I reacted to it, I had come to understand sort of the lyrical origin of the tune and the understand about Simon's friend's passing and the way, this was one of a few songs Simon wrote to sort of come to terms with it and to try to, process his emotions and so on. And, by then I had listened to a lot more Duran than, the first reaction to Ordinary World, which was, just at the edge of the rabbit hole. So I think I had a much greater appreciation for what the song was and sort of the instrumental talents of the different people in the band by the time that I had listened to it a second time. So that was a really sweet thing and I very much enjoyed it. So I'm interested how the song will sound in an acoustic idiom. I don't think it's an instrumental as far as I know. I think it's, Simon will still be singing, I imagine, but it'll just be with acoustic instruments rather than, electric guitar and sort of a more like, studio electric recorded sound. So yeah, we'll have to hear how it sounds, but yeah, as I mentioned, my understanding of just what this tune is and the emotion of it is remarkable. And it makes me wonder like how certain moments will sound. I think one of the greatest combinations or synergy of lyrical emotion and sonic emotion happens in that "and I won't cry for yesterday." The way the song sort of swells when he says that, again, it's just this perfect blending of musical emotion and like saturation of feeling with the line that, whether or not the story about Simon and his friends passing at a young age and so on, the idea of having some painful experiences that, still in some way you are carrying as psycho-emotional baggage, but which you're not going to allow to dictate your life or, ruin current situations because you just can't get past that mental blockade or emotional blockade. I think that's very profound, and to express that idea within that sort of swelling, uplifting musical moment, it's just brilliant composition and performance. So yeah, it makes me wonder what some of these moments that I know will sound like in an acoustic context. So I'm very much looking forward to it. Let's get to it. This is 1993 Duran Duran from their second self-titled album, also known as the Wedding Album, Ordinary World, the acoustic version. The guitar sounds really good in this video.
I turned on the lights, the TV, and the radio. Still I can't escape.
I love that line. It's like you're trying to just make noise in the room, like things that are bright, anything to distract you. But through all of it, it's still there. Almost has like a more tender feel, less like big and sweeping and more like close and like personal.
And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. Passion or coincidence once prompted you to say, pride will tear us both apart.
one of the best lines ever written in pop music. Like,
Crazy some say, where is my friend when I need you most?
yeah.
But I woke up yesterday, there's an ordinary world.
You got a tambourine in there?
And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive.
Almost sounds like plucked violins. And I think some proper like playing of violins as well, like bowed playing.
Papers in the roadside tell of suffering and grief. Fear today, forgot tomorrow.
This is brilliant.
Beside the news of holy war and holy need, ours is just a little sorrow talk. And I don't cry for yesterday.
Yeah, that last section had a really interesting sound in this articulation.
And as I
That guitar.
make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive.
I like. I'm gonna do my best not to weep on camera, but I'm like right on the edge. I'm prepared for the emotion of this tune, he said to himself as he went to react to the acoustic version, not realizing what lay ahead of him. Yeah, that was like, I apologize for almost letting the emotion get the better of me there, but yeah, that, it's already an incredible tune, but to hear it in that idiom, like, really hit me strongly. Yeah, and that, the vocals in that last part, like, I just, every time I've heard the tune, even going back to when I was a teenager, and again, it made me kind of turn my head at like, whoa, like, Duran's still around and they're making music like this? But yeah, just every time I hear that, it just takes me to the next level, just to this plane of rarefied existence that only through great art, you know, great experiences and interactions with great people can you actually sort of access. So, you know, through the skill of Duran Duran and Simon's lyrical poetry, and that particular performance, you know, took me to a very special place. So, yeah, let me know what you think of that version. Let me know if you like it, you know, as much. I like, to me, you know, it has a different sound, but it's as wonderful, if not in some ways, more like personal and tender in how wonderful it is. So yeah. That was incredible. Let me know what you think of the tune or of this version of the tune. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Peace.